coming to you on May 23rd. I have missed a little bit of time on here because of situation going on. So, yep. So, hello everyone. I'm coming to you on the 1 month anniversary of my mother's passing. So, as you can see here, I am pre- present here. So, you can see me. I'm over here on a different camera. I don't like that one. Let's go back to this one. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, I'm back here. Okay, everyone. So that is enough of me. Now, as promised, I did say that we were going to be talking about other stuff on here. So stuff that's useful. So as I get onto the 1 month mark, mm, you know, let's talk about grief. Let's actually talk about it more than just what I've been going through, and then I'll give you my 2 cents worth of all this. So, the first and most important part about this is there is what is grief? What is it? What is it? Well, the first thing is you need to know is that grief is the result of you loving someone. Grief, grief. If you've listened to anyone anywhere, then you have probably seen or heard someone say that there are 5 stages to grief, and they are wrong. There are not 5 stages to grief because 5 stages to grief lets you think that it is a straight road to be going forward. The thing that makes it seem like is that it is one single path, one single road, and you have to progress from one to the other. And everyone everywhere will tell you that 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 right there is not correct. It is not correct on there. There are considered 5 stages, but what actually is 5 tools. They're the 5 tools you're going to use to deal with the loss of a person on there. I had to take a little break there to do some personal stuff. Okay, so there, that is the big myth. The biggest myth about the grief is that it is a straight road, and that once you go through one thing, you can go back and forth. And so that is the truth. And just so you know, who am I? I am a person who is going through grief. I am going through my grief, and I am using this as my guide. Okay, so I'll be covering some of the topics there, but I'll be adding my own stuff to it as well as my own personal situation on there. So from there and from everywhere else, they have said that grief is not a straight road. It is something that you're going to be dealing with on a constant basis, going forward, going back, and that's how it's going to be. So, what is grief going to do for you? Grief is the reflection that you love the person. You had to have loved them in order for you to be able to grieve them. So, it's not a thing that is bad. It's not something you can worry about doing that. Grief is also learning to deal with a brand new reality. The the person, the loss of the person, the loss of my mother, the loss of whoever we're talking about, you're never gonna actually get over it. You're always gonna have to deal with it. It's always gonna be there for you. So that is what is there. You're always going to have to be dealing with that. You're always going to have to be getting used to the new world. So, what that means is if you truly love the person, you're going to grieve for them. And because you're grieving for them, it's always going to be there. You will never get over it. Now, I know that's weird because this whole process is supposed to be, oh, you're supposed to be better and all that. And that is the truth. You will be better when you are done with all this. But you are not going to be over them. You're not going to forget them. You're not going to stop loving them. Just like I'm having to do it. There'll be good days, and I've had it good days, and then there'll be days that I'm triggered and I start tearing up and bawling over weird things, weird videos or movies will actually make me think of my mother and my father, and I start tearing up and getting tears at work of all places. Just a random video that popped on my YouTube while I was working made me start tearing up, and I had to have a little cry for a few minutes before I could go back to work. So it's gonna be back and forth, nonstop. So don't be surprised about that. Don't be surprised that it keeps going back and forth on you. It is just something that happens. So just be aware of that. Understand that and know that that's what's happening on there. So just be ready for it. Don't be surprised about it, and don't worry about it because you know it's a natural process. I know as a guy we are taught to buck it up, keep it down, keep it locked down. But guess what? We're guys. We have emotions, so you want to do that. What I discovered in my counseling and lately is you have to get comfortable with your counselor. You have to be comfortable with them. I couldn't just walk into the counselor the first couple of times that I've gone to them. I haven't really been sharing because I haven't been comfortable with them. This last time, I actually forced myself to think about situations, to actually be honest about it, and I started to feel it. Talking about the truth made the grief actually start coming up, but I had to purposely tell myself it was okay to share with this person. I had to put it out there that I was trusting this person enough that I wanted to keep talking to them, and then that's when I started to feel that. Okay, so it is, the little things are surprisingly what gets you and what you think of the more than the big things. It's a strange thing to say that, but that's how it runs and that's how it is. So my advice is if you're gonna be a guy, especially going through counseling and doing all this, is get comfortable with a person and then tell yourself it's okay to share. Once you start sharing, that makes it easier to start your actual grieving process. And as it's been for me, I am sometimes wondering if I'm doing the grieving process correctly or not. I do not know. So, but that's okay because I don't know, but I'm going through the process for me, and I'm trying to work on that. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm getting close to the 9 minute mark, so I'll go ahead and close it off for the evening. This video covers basically the 13th through the 23rd. So I'm at the 1 month mark. So it's only been 1 month, 4 weeks since she passed away. So I've been, you know, partly I've been deluding myself, and partly I've been trying to figure out what is the right way to do things. But as more and more I go through this, I realize there's not a right way to do things. So with that, have a good evening. I will pray for you. If you have any thoughts or questions or concerns, go ahead and leave me a comment. And Future Martin, this is another one for your record. This is 2024, May 23rd. Father, Son, and Spirit, everyone out there, I pray that all of you find the solace and comfort that you need. If anything, looking at this video gets you to go talk to someone else or points you in a proper direction, I am grateful. And tell me if you want more to see more of this. And with that, have a good evening, have a good night.